and I was speaking in tongues, and I said, in the name of Jesus, I rebuke you, devil, get out of my room. And all of a sudden, there was a peace. I remember going from Houston to Dubai. There was a lady sitting next to me, and as soon as I sat down, and of course, she was from India, and I began to ask her a question, do you know Jesus Christ? And she goes like, I don't know Jesus Christ. Then I started sharing her, because when I meet people the opposite faith, I never try to have a theological argument with them, because that's foolish. Because you're going to throw some Bible verses, they're going to throw some their book verses at you. So before you know, you just go deep into theological arguments, and nothing is accomplished. But I thought, if I would just share my testimony, there's no disagreements, because she can't say that you didn't have that experience, because it's my experience. It's not her experience. So I told her, because she was Hindu, so I thought, hey, I should tell her something that she's relatable. So when I moved to America, I had this crazy experience, because my prayer was low. I was gotten too busy into the culture and making money and all that stuff. One night, I had this Hindu god showed up in my room. And that Hindu deity tried to choke me to death. And I started speaking in tongues. Even I kicked my wife and asleep. She goes like, what did I do? And I was speaking in tongues, and I said, in the name of Jesus, I rebuke you, devil, get out of my room. And all of a sudden, there was a peace. The demonic force, the deity, left my room. And the lady said, oh, wow, that's crazy. But she then turned her cell phone around, and she goes like, is that what that deity looked like? I said, yeah, that's a Hanuman god. She goes like, that's my god. I said, oh, to me, it's a demon, no offense. And this demon tried to kill me, choke me to death. But in the name of Jesus, I casted out the demon. And she goes like, well, you got to be somebody great, because we cut ourselves, we dance, and we do all sorts of ritual, but we never get this deity to come to us. But who are you? This deity come to kill you. I said, I am the child of the Most High God, And when you start serving Jesus Christ, you will have the same experience, You will trample over the snakes and power, all sorts of, principality will be against you. But in the name of Jesus, you will overcome.